Monika Johnson Hostler. I'm the Executive Director at the North Carolina Coalition Against Sexual Assault in Raleigh, North Carolina. I think for me, our initial thought was that how could we use this and how could we make that widespread? Coaches get training and education on lots of issues, not just their particular sport, but the health and wellness, all the trends, emerging issues in athletics or things that deal with their athletes. And so for me, one of the undertones is oftentimes in athletics, misogyny, male chauvinist. All of those things are oftentimes kind of overlaid or undertones in athletics. And so for me, this project allows us to give coaches kind of this baseline information on how they can integrate anti-sexual violence messaging, behaviors, give athletes what they need to not be bystanders as well. And so it gives them, in my opinion, kind of a broad range of education and activities that they can institute with their athletes. All coaches, whether they're coaching male or female sports, I think at this point, especially in high school athletics, we're talking specifically about the impact they have on their athlete's life is huge. Most people can maybe tell you a few of their teachers, but athletes who have been athletes their entire career can almost always remember their coaches or something a lesson that they've taught them, some way that they implemented athletics into their career. So whether it's the athletic sports part of it or whether it's just, the adult human nature side of things of growing up that they learn from their coaches, I think that's extremely important. So all coaches, I think, can benefit from this project. Just the pilots and the feedback that we've gotten from those coaches who have participated, I think they see the value and importance in it. And so I think for us, it's about making it accessible, ensuring that coaches have access to the training so that across the board in athletics in North Carolina, we can see the long-term impact of starting with this particular project around language as kind of a baseline entree into understanding sexual violence as it relates to athletics. I think this is just the beginning, so I think the impact long-term could be huge. I don't coach a team per se, but I have a daughter who's involved in athletics. And so the thing that I would say about coaches, of whether they're the head coach of a particular sports team, they're the athletic director, I think what I would say is anyone who is coaching or teaching young kids, I think can get value and learn from this training.